Stasera, niña mia, io sono montato, te lo dirò, te lo dirò. Con la concetto io fu cosa si fuggi, ti lascio star. E non ti corri appresso, non ti struggi, a riguardar, a riguardar. Yamo, una coppa, yamo, una coppa, yamo, finiculi, finicula, finiculi, finicula. Una coppa, yamo, finiculi, finicula.
Ciao, sono Letizia. I'm Letizia, and today is my 4th lesson of Italian. And as I told you in the past, Italian is the language of music and art and food, spaghetti, and love. You've learned that Italian is somewhat easy to learn and that it is what you see, you say. So you can read the language without understanding anything, but people will understand you. You do have to remember the genders. Those are the difficult things. The genders, every noun and adjective have genders. The R, you have to really practice with the R's rolled and the double consonants, which we do not have in English. And, the musculature, it's you have to get everything forward. It's a very on-the-breath language. So as I've told you in the other lessons, it lends itself to song, very forward. Now, there are words in English that are similar to Italian adverbs. For instance, exactly, esattamente. So they add a mente to the ly. The adverb ending with ly in English would be mente. Not natural, naturalmente. Regularly, regolamente. Certainly, certamente. Also, musical expressions. All music that you read on a sheet of music has Italian words. Piano, pianissimo. Pianissimo, I-S-S-I-M-O, means very, very slow. It's piano slow, very slow. Forte, loud, or hard, or strong. Fortissimo, very strong. Largo, it means wide, expansive. Adagio, that's not similar in English, but it means to go slowly. Be hesitant. Be presto, fast, presto. And vivace, which is in English would be vivacious, but I think that means a trotting, sort of happy-go-lucky kind of approach. The endings, I just told you that ISS, IMO, or A, or I, or E, because of the endings, feminine, masculine, plural, and genders. And also there's the word etta, so that's an ending attached to nouns. So for instance, the word casa. Little house is etta, casetta. Little house is also casina, I-N-O. If you want to make something big, it would be casone, big house. Librone, libro, librone. Another word attached at the end is accia. Accia is a negative. So if you want to say a bad house, I don't know, a naughty house, casaccia, that's been falling apart. Or libraccio, a bad book, too hard to read. It's just giving you a headache. Now, family names in Italy are very, very important historically because you inherit what your relatives did, parenti, not parents. Parenti means relatives. My last name, is Scordino, which means to forget. Women do keep their family names in Italy, especially if they're professional women and they work, because it's not just a word, it's a history, and they want to keep the real history of their name. Now, also in Italy, which is really interesting, Italians like to celebrate. They love to party. So they have their birthday. My birthday, because I'm Letizia, is in August. I won't give you the day, but it's a big holiday. They have their birthday, which they celebrate. They also have their saint name. So if your name is John, Giovanni, you have your saint name that you celebrate your saint name. So if you work, you offer everyone lunch or a drink or food, and everyone celebrates your name. My name, Letizia, is not really recognized by the Catholic Church. No, it is. It has been recognized because it's not a saint's name. It's a state of being. Letizia means happiness. So when Mary ascended into heaven, there was Letizia in the heavens. And so, therefore, because it was in the Italian Bible, they accepted it as a saint's name. So it's celebrated in August. I'll just say that. I want to discuss with you a little bit about how to conjugate some verbs. My last name is Scordino, but because I'm a female, I should be Scordina. But last week, I think I taught you about how to use your arms to visually know where you are with verb conjugation. So, Scordino would be you, scordo, scordi, scorda, scordiamo, scordate, scordano. And then you remember io, tu, lui, lei, noi, voi, and loro. The same thing with mangiare. So mangiare would be mangio, you eat, mangi. He, she, it eats, mangia. We eat, mangiamo. You notice that the first person plural always ends with amo, mangiamo. Mangiate, mangiano. Also, you need to know, even so in Italy, as I told you, everyone in the big city speaks Italian. You really need to know to be and to have. I am, you are. So, io sono, tu sei, lui, lei, è, noi siamo, voi siete, loro sono. Not sonno with two N's, because sonno is to sleep. You're asleep. Io sono. The same with avere. Io ho, hai, lui, lei ha, noi abbiamo, voi avete, loro hanno. That verb, avere, is a little difficult in the first person singular and second because the others all start with an H and this changes to A, abbiamo and avete. It's something you can learn, not difficult to learn. When you are in one of these big Roman cities, one of the big cities in Italy, Rome, I lived in Rome, so I always use that. But you need to use some survival words. So if someone approaches you and you don't want it, you say no, not no, no, or si. When you answer the phone, your cell phone perhaps, if someone's calling you from Italy, you say pronto, 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 help, aiuto. Non parlo l'italiano. Non parlo italiano. I do not speak Italian. Parla inglese. Do you speak English? Quanto costa? How much does it cost? È troppo caro. Troppo with two P's. Troppo caro. Basta. Basta means stop, stop. If someone's serving you too much pasta in a restaurant. So basta, not pasta, which is pasta, but basta. So I've spoken to you about how affectionate and warm the Italians are and how Italians all love their mother. There are, in Italy, still to this day, there are boys, sons, that do not want to leave their mothers, and they're called mammone. I don't know if we have many mammones here in the United States, but therefore this famous Italian song, Mamma, which I'll sing for you to the best of my ability right now. Mamma, la canzone mia più bella sei tu la vita, e per la vita non ti lascio mai più. Mamma, mai più. Anyway, that is a song that everybody loves, and they sing that on Mother's Day, and it's a big festival for the mother always. Family names. So mother is madre or mamma, two M's, not mama, but mamma. Father is padre or papa. Papa, not papa, because the papa is the pope. Moglie is wife, marito, husband. Sorella, two L's, sister. Fratello, zia, zio, aunt and uncle. And cugini. I had told you that divorce is not very, no, I hadn't discussed this, but I was telling you about the last attachments to the end of words. Divorce happens in Italy. It's not accepted and it's not pleasing to people to have a divorce. But it's funny that the stepdaughter, stepson, stepsister, stepbrother have a strange sounding to their ending, like a figliastro is stepson. It doesn't have a nice sound, astro. Figliastra is a stepdaughter. A sorellastra is stepsister. Sorellastro is stepbrother. I think it's discouraging. I think it came after and they attached this strange sound to the word, this is what I'm thinking. I haven't taught you to count in Italian, so I'll just go over 1 to 10 with the correct pronunciation. So it's 1, 2, 3, roll the R, 4, with 2 T's, 4, 5, 6, 7, with 2 T's, not sete, because sete is thirst, 8, 9, 10, so it's 10, it has 3 syllables. And the months of the year, all masculine, are gennaio, febbraio, marzo, aprile, maggio, giugno, luglio, agosto, settembre, ottobre, novembre, e dicembre. And they're all masculine. Parts of the face. You need to learn parts of the face. So, la testa is the head, la faccia is the face, I capelli, hairs, il cappello, but hat is il cappello, 2 P's and 2 L's. So hair is capelli, hat is cappello. That's the difference in that. Il naso and la bocca, la bella bocca. Italians are very colorful and very charming. When they meet people, they will call you, oh, sei simpatica. That means you're sympathetic in English, but that means very likable, very likable. And also they have a word that they use to compliment you in Italian, which is furbizia. If they say to you, sei furba, you are furba. In English, it's sly, which is a negative, cunning and sly. But in Italian, it's actually a compliment, saying that you are smart. You're thinking ahead of everyone. You will be successful because you're furba. Well, I want to thank you very much for listening to my few lessons, and I hope you found them rewarding. I've enjoyed being with you. Thank you. Ciao. Grazie. Ciao.
Stasera nella mia io sono montato, te lo dirò, te lo dirò. Con là dove gli spetti ancora grato, più fare un po'. Con là concetto io fu cosa si fuggi, ti lascio star, e non ti corri appresso, non ti struggi, a riguardar. Yamo, una coppa, yamo, una coppa, yamo, funiculi, funicula, una coppa, yamo, funiculi, funicula. Ne amo della terra alla montagna, non passo c'è. Se vedi Francia, Crocette e la Spagna, io vecchio a te, tirate con le fulmini t'ho fatto, il cielo se va, se va come lo viento allo stratto, che sale e sa. Yamo, una coppa, yamo, una coppa, yamo, funiculi, funicula, una coppa, yamo, funiculi, funicula. Se ne saluta, la cappa già, e dritta poi tornata e poi venuta, sta sempre qua, la cappa volta attorno a te, sto N'accompagniamo ya, feniculi, fenicula, feniculi, fenicula. N'accompagniamo ya, feniculi, fenicula.